Hi everyone, I'm Yip, this is Sophie, welcome to today's class. We'll be doing a gentle flow, focusing on opening our hips and focusing on surrendering. So we're going to start by laying down on our back so you can find your way to your mat laying down. You can have your eyes either closed or open. If closing the eyes feels a bit uncomfortable or it makes you feel a little bit anxious or restless, you can keep them open and just find a point on your ceiling where you can focus your gaze on, your dristi. And when you're ready, just start to bring some awareness to your body and to your breath. For now, see if you can relax your entire body. Just let everything go. So we really want to try and be super present in our practice, aiming to release our thoughts, not necessarily focusing on what has happened or what will happen. Really being in the now, being present. One way of doing this is starting to bring your awareness to your breath and feeling the rising and falling of your tummy. Just keep going and keep breathing. Just some technical issue here, but that's okay. Don't let yourself get too distracted. And also don't worry if this isn't instantly working. If your mind's still racing and you're still thinking, that's okay. It takes time, it takes practice. Some days it's a lot easier than others. So try not to label good, bad. It just is. Starting to deepen your breath into the body and out of the body. And keep bringing your awareness to your breath. Good, so we're gonna start by bending our right knee and move it towards your chest. Well, don't try to put it on your chest, try to put it more towards your shoulder, your armpit. You can hold on with both hands by interlacing the fingers, or maybe you just have a soft one hand on your knee, see what feels good, and your lower back is pushing into the floor. You can lift up your head for a moment, move your chin towards your chest, and then lay back down so the spine is nice and long. And that right knee is moving towards the right armpit. Breathing still. Inhale and exhale. See if you can breathe through the nose. However, if that feels very restricted, do what feels right for your body. And then release, let it go. Lower everything down, lay here for a moment. Feel the blood flowing through the right leg, the tingling maybe sensations, or the difference between left and right now. Beautiful. Bend your left knee and move that towards the left armpit. Again, either interlacing the fingers under the kneecap, or maybe just holding on with your left hand for a slightly more gentle experience. See what your body needs. Spine is nice and long. Lower back onto that floor. And then moving the knee closer and closer to the armpit. Shoulders are relaxed. Your jaw is relaxed. Frown, relaxed. Maybe smiling. And release your leg. Feel the difference between left and right. So notice that. Take your attention, your focus onto your legs for a moment. Feel into the body. We're so accustomed to doing everything thinking and with the mind. That's the world that we seem to be living in right now. So taking our mind out of the equation a little bit or a lot and moving into the body, into feeling. Bending both knees and hugging both knees towards the chest, either grabbing hold of opposite arm, elbow, or maybe just the fingers and moving. Give them roll around, give yourself a little bit lower back massage here. Nice. All right, lowering down both feet. One more moment here. If you want to, you can set an intention. Could be anything. Hugging in the knees towards the chest and starting to roll up and down the spine. Massaging your spine here. Coming all the way up if possible. Rolling back. Playing around a little bit. And when you're ready, make your way to a standing position. Great. So the feet are about hip distance apart. Placing your feet nice and steady on the floor. Lift up all 10 toes for a moment, not your fingers. And then see if you can feel the corners of your feet connecting to your mat. So really feel them. Maybe bend your knees a few times and feel the soles of your feet connected to the mat. Yeah? Mind, body awareness. Feel into the feet. Then when you're ready, start to lower down each toe back onto the mat. Ideally, you're keeping your leg muscles engaged by contracting your muscles, maybe pulling up your kneecaps, engaging the inner thighs, so everything feels active here. It's not necessarily just standing like, but you can make this a very active posture by activating all the muscles in your legs. Your belly button moves towards the spine, so your abdomen is also contracting. And the shoulders on an inhale move up towards the ears. And on your exhale, the shoulders blades slide back, palms open to the front. Active mountain pose. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up, fingertips touch. Exhale through the heart center, fold forward. The knees can bend deeply for this first forward fold. Relax your neck. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten your spine. You can have the hands on the shins or on your thighs or on the floors. If you have bricks close by, you can grab hold of those, elevate the floor closer to you. You want to make sure that your spine is nice and straight like a tabletop So you can pull the shoulder blades towards one another, contract your belly button towards the spine. The chin is moving towards the chest. So you're straight like a tabletop. Then exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees for now so that the upper body is touching with the thighs. And then you can start by straightening the legs little by little, just slowly opening up. Yeah. Relax the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine is straight, chin towards the chest, shoulder blades contract. And then step your right foot to the back of the mat, lower your knee down. Inhale, look up, chest opened up. Exhale, lower your hands onto the mat, curl the back toes, lift the knee, step your left foot back. High plank, engaging your core by contracting your muscles. Lower your knees down. The inner elbows rotate forward. The elbows stay close to the rib cage. Exhale, start to lower down. Shoulders don't dip below the elbows. Inhale, slide forward, come up, cobra. Exhale, through child's pose. Big toes touch, knees are wide. Take a moment here to pause. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming to all fours. The hands and wrists are below the shoulders. The knees are below the hips. Curl the back toes. Pull the belly button towards the spine so your core is engaged. Lift up your knees. Breathe here for 1. Inhale. 2. 3. 4. 5. Pushing your buttocks towards your heels. Move all the way back, and when you can't go any further, straighten your legs. Downward facing dog. Making sure that your fingers are spread widely onto the mat. Your palms are pushing into the floor. Your inner elbow is rotating forwards. And your spine is nice and long. So you can bend your knees. The heels can be off the floor, which maybe makes sure that your buttocks moves up higher and the spine moves a little bit more back. So it's nice and straight. Push into your hands, bend your knees a little bit more, and the bum goes up further towards the sky, yes. And then when the spine is straight, you start to work lowering those heels down towards the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the right leg high towards the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to nose, push the floor away as if you're doing cat, and then gently step your right foot in between your hands, lower your knee down. Inhale, look up, opening through the chest. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming all the way up. Take your hands overhead, look up. Exhale through the heart center. Release your hands. If you want to close your eyes, active mountain pose. Kneecaps are lifted, your core contracted, shoulders low. Breathe. Feel your feet trying to balance you. If you have your eyes closed, maybe you feel it a little bit more. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up, fingertips touch. Exhale through the heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is straight. Hands on shins, thighs or floor, chin towards the chest. Exhale, fold forward. See if you can start to play around by straightening your legs, but keeping your upper body close to those thighs, so you're not rounding here too much. Rather have your abdomen laying on your thighs, and then play around with straightening the legs while you keep your upper body close. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift, so the shoulder blades pull towards one another and you look like a table. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, step your left foot to the back. Lower the knee down. Inhale, look up, open through your chest. Exhale, lower the hands down, curl the back toes, lift the knee, step the left foot back. High plank, so you're pushing the floor away. Inner elbows rotate forwards. You can lower the knees, you don't have to. The elbows stay close to the rib cage. Exhale, start to lower down. Shoulders don't go lower than elbows. Then inhale, slide forward. Shoulders away from your ears. Chest is open. Feet are pushing into the floor. Then exhale through child's pose. Big toes touch, knees are wide. Keep breathing. And in these moments of pause, release and let it go. Inhale, come to all fours, hands below the shoulder, wrist below the shoulder, knees below the hips. So make sure that already you spread 10 fingers wide because we're going to move towards down dog. So set yourself up, all 10 fingers spread wide, palms are sort of suction cupping onto the mat. Then curl the back toes and then contract your abdomen, and this is easy by pulling the belly button towards the spine, yeah? Then inhale, lift up your knees, hover above the floor. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pushing your buttocks towards the heels, and when you can't go any further, straighten out the legs. If you want to pedal here, feel free to do that. Make sure that you push into your palms, so you're lengthening through the arms, pushing the floor away. Buttocks is moving towards the sky, spine is straight. Inner elbows rotate forward, so you create space in your shoulders. And then, when you want to, start to work with lowering your heels towards the floor. Maybe first one by one. One heel, other heel. Yeah, good. And then you can see how far you get with both of them at the same time. Inhale, lift your left leg high towards the sky. Exhale, push the floor away as if you're doing cat. Knee comes to nose, and then gently step it in between your hands. Lower the knee down. Inhale, look up, opening through the chest. And then exhale, step the right foot to the front of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, coming all the way up. Look up, fingertips touch. Exhale to the heart center, release your hands. Mountain pose. Take a breath. Maybe it's very easy for you to keep up. Maybe you're struggling. Wherever you are, give yourself some kind words. You showed up onto your mat today. That's all you needed to do. Everything else is a bonus. Release the need for a certain outcome. Surrender to whatever is happening in the present. Are you a bit tired? Are you a little bit stiff? Are you a bit frustrated? Are you super happy and energized? Whatever it is, surrender to it. Let it happen. Rather than fighting two battles, one is that it's already happening, and then the second is you trying to surrender or not surrender to it. Okay, inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale through the heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is straight. Exhale, step your right foot to the back. Lower your knee down and come all the way up. Beautiful. You can take your hands to heart center, or alternatively, maybe you want to find some bricks here to help you balance. So you're all the way up, and we're going to straighten out that front leg, picking up the toes up towards the sky. Beautiful. Maybe today you want to stay here and just play around with your balance, see how this goes. Can you find some stillness? Can you really flex the foot up so the toes are up, up, up towards the sky? Or alternatively, on your exhale, you start to move forward and see how far you can go there. So you're hinging from the hip, the left toes stay flexed. Beautiful. Inhale, come back up. Gently start to place the left foot back down, playing around with balance. Frame your foot, curl the back toes, lift up the knee, and then gently step the left foot back. Coming into either half or full chaturanga. Elbows stay close to the rib cage. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, slide forward, and then chest opens up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg raises high towards the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to nose. Push the floor away. Gently step it in between. Listen up. Take your left hand pointed forwards. And then inhale, windmill yourself open, lowering the left foot down. Warrior two. Your right leg is deeply bent. The left leg is straight, and the outer edge of your left foot is pushing into the mat. Beautiful. Your shoulder blades are contracting towards one another, and your arms are nice and straight. Open your palm. Look over your middle finger. Inhale, and on your exhale, start to move back. Peaceful warrior, either gently leaning onto your left leg or grabbing hold of the right hip. Exhale, start to bend your right arm and move it towards your right thigh, just above the knee. Inhale, straighten your left arm and take it up and over. You're opening through the chest, so making sure that this is moving towards the sky. The rib cage is opening up, so your right side of your rib cage is moving forward. The armpit is moving towards the sky. Your arm is nice and straight, and you can feel a line all the way from your left back line of the foot all the way to your fingertips. Keep breathing. See if you're leaning too much on that right arm by picking up the arm from the thigh. Move it towards the heart center there for a second. Yeah, you're super strong. Keep it going. Then look down. Frame your right foot coming onto the toes of your left foot. Hop the back foot in a little bit. All 10 toes are pointing towards the front of the room. Your feet are in sort of trail tracks, so they're both straight. They don't have to be super narrow, so you can have them about hip distance if you want to, just to have a bit of better balance. Of course, grabbing those bricks if you want to elevate the floor closer to you. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Place your hands on your hips. Move your right hip back and your left hip forward, so the hips are nice and square here. And then exhale, start to fold in. Beautiful. Keeping your right hip moving back, left hip moving forward. Both legs are straight. So if you want to, you have those bricks close by. Breathe here. Yeah. Feel your body opening up. Feel your hips doing that work. Surrender to the posture. You're here anyway.
you might as well accept. Inhale, halfway lift. Then put the bricks to the side. Your right foot is framed with your left hands. Now listen up. This is gonna be a little sort of elevation. So we're gonna bend the right knee. You can frame the foot or you can have your hands a little bit in front of them. Bend the right knee and then on your inhale, lift up with the left leg, halfway splits. Standing Hanuman. Beautiful. You can play around by grabbing hold of your ankle with the right hand, maybe the left hand. See if that works. Don't worry if you're falling or trembling. Just playing and seeing yourself be there in your mind's eye. Exhale, place both hands onto the mat. Lower your left leg down to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Beautiful, well done everyone. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Take your hands overhead, look up. Exhale through the heart center, release the hands down. Great. Close your eyes for a moment if that's comfortable, or find a point to focus on in your room. Calming down the breath. Really good. Inhale, lift the hands up, look up. Exhale through the heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is straight. Exhale, step the left foot to the back, lower the knee down, come up. Remember, grab those bricks if and when you need them, either having the hands to the heart center or on bricks. You can also place them on your hips like Sophie just did and start to straighten out that right foot, picking up the toes, up, up, up towards the sky. Inhale, chest is nice and open. Maybe you're staying here. Maybe this feels really good. You're pulling your right leg to the back. The toes are moving up and it's super flexed, super engaged. Or alternatively, you're starting to bend here on your exhale, moving in. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. Surrender. Yeah, inhale, coming back up. Gently, gently. Placing your right foot gently down onto the mat. Framing your right foot. Curl the back toes under, pick up the knee and step your right foot to the back. High plank. Either lowering down or full chaturanga. Exhale, lower, lower, lower. Shoulders don't drop. Inhale, slide forward. Chest comes up, is open. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the left leg high towards the sky. Exhale, push the floor away. Knee comes to nose. Step your left foot in between your hands. Listen up. Your right hand moves forward, so point it forward in front of you. And then inhale, windmill yourself open. The right foot lowers onto the mat. You feel the outer edge of your right foot pushing into the floor. Your left foot is dissecting the midline of the back foot. Your right knee is deeply bent. Shoulder blades are moving towards one another. Arms are nice and straight. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Open up the palm of your hand. Look over your middle finger. Inhale. And then on your exhale, move it back, straightening out. So you feel a really big stretch here all the way alongside the left line of your body, opening through those ribs. The outer edge of your right foot still pushing into the floor. Your right knee still deeply bent. Start to bend your right elbow and then exhale, start to move forward. Elbows moving towards the thigh. Take your right hand up and over and then feel this lengthening from the right side of your body. So you can lean a little bit onto that left thigh, but make sure that you're not hanging out there, because then you're cheating a little bit, because you're not using your muscles. So maybe you want to take your arm to the inside of your leg, or you take it to the heart center. Your left side of the body is moving towards the front, and your elbow, your armpit is moving up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing here for just another moment. You're doing phenomenally. And then exhale, look down and frame your right foot, placing your left foot, placing your right hand and your left hand down, coming onto the toes of your right foot, and then jumping in a little bit. Move it a bit closer so you can straighten both legs. All 10 toes are pointing towards the front edge of your mat. The feet don't have to be super close, so yes, you can take them hip distance. Then placing your hands on your hips for a moment, halfway lift first. So shoulder blades contract, making sure that your right hip is now moving forward and the left hip is moving back. Beautiful. You can place hands onto the floor or onto bricks, and then on your exhale, fold in. That's it. Ooh, surrendering to all these sensations. Let it be, let it happen. Stay with it. Don't try to run away. Don't come out of the posture. Moving bricks aside, start to frame your left foot by either being right next to it or a little bit in front. Bend the left knee, and then inhale, lift up the right leg high towards the sky. Standing splits. Either grabbing hold of your ankle, playing around with your balance. Ooh, see, even I fall out. That's absolutely normal. We're all human. Inhale, and then on your exhale, step your right next to your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Dangle here for a moment, relaxing the neck. Placing both hands onto the mat. Either step or jump. High plank. Beautiful. Push the floor away. Exhale, lowering into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale into down dog or child's pose. See what feels good right now. Maybe you want to take another down dog, pedal it out for a moment, or take a moment and rest in child's pose. It is a gentle flow, so listen to your body. When you're ready, either lower the knees down or come onto all fours. Cross the legs behind you and sit down. Wonderful. We're going to place the soles of the feet against each other. You can sit onto something if that feels better for your spine. See if you can have a straight spine. You can place bricks or other objects below the knees if they're way up high. If they're up super high, maybe sit a little bit further away from your heels, or alternatively you can start to walk yourself a little bit closer to your heels and see where you are today. You can grab hold of your ankles or of your feet. Inhale and just open the chest so the shoulders are nice and low, and just for a moment sit here. Maybe closing the eyes and feeling the opening in the hips and the groin. Relax your face, unclench your jaw, relax the frown. Breathing. And then if you want to and you feel ready, you can either start to hinge from the hips, so you keep your spine straight, or alternatively, you're rounding through the spine. You can place a brick on top of your feet, or maybe your fist, or alternatively, you're just letting yourself dangle here. Taking your attention inwards into those sensations. Breathing deeply and calmly. And if this posture is doing a lot for you, use your breath to calm yourself down. We're not running away. We're accepting whatever it is that's arising. And then when you're ready, gently roll yourself up. Or if you're already up, help your knees with your hands, placing your feet down. And then placing your hands behind you, straighten out the legs for a moment. And give it a little shake, shake. I hope that feels really good for you. So we're going to come into half hero pose. So we're going to bend the right knee and we're going to place it right next to us. So the heel is next to the hip and the left leg is nice and straight. Maybe this is enough. And maybe you can just sit here, take your hands in your lap and just close your eyes. Toes of the left foot are flexed, so the leg is nice and active. The kneecap is contracted. The inner thigh is contracted. So it's quite an active pose. Or alternatively, if you want to, inhale, the hands come up, and then exhale, fold over. So that can be a lot of sensations arising from this. See if you can keep the toes flexed. And see where you feel this in your body. Lower back, making sure that the right buttock stays on the floor, yeah? So don't lift up too high. So if that means that you're falling forward less, fine. And rather than folding forward down, see if your forehead can move towards the toes. And then in time, that means that you're also getting lower with the body. By pulling your belly in on your exhale, you can move in a little bit deeper. And then inhale, gently come up. When you're ready, you can place your left hand next to you, lean a little bit to the left, take your right leg straight, place both legs behind you, lean back a little bit, give it a little shake, shake. Nice. All right, ready for the other side. Place your right hand next to you, you can lean onto that, and then bend that left leg. The heel stays nice and close to the body. See how that feels for your knees. Don't injure your knees. Don't go too far. So if you're feeling a lot, then just stay here. Place nice both sits bones onto the floor. Take your hands into your lap and just relax. If it hurts your knees too much, then you can just do a normal forward fold on one side. Alternatively, you inhale the arms up and exhale, fold forward. So these forward folds, sometimes they take a bit of time for your body to adjust and open up. So first you're focusing, where am I feeling this? Hip, lower back, back of my leg. Oh, I need to make sure that my left sits bone is still on the floor. Okay, yeah, it's still there. Then on every exhale, I start to pull in my belly more and more, which then makes it possible for me to move in a little bit deeper at a time. But don't expect your body sometimes instantly to go into these postures, Take your time to get there. The more you flex your right leg, the right foot, maybe the more you can feel it on the back line of your body, of the leg. And you're moving your top of your head towards your toes. And then the chest starts to come down. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale, slowly roll yourself up. Nice. And then uncurl your left leg. Place your hands behind you. Give it a little shake, shake. Wonderful. We're going to meet laying down onto our backs. Take a little moment, tiny few seconds Shavasana. Hope that feels good. Inhale, the left leg comes towards the sky. Over your right on top of that left thigh. So your right ankle is on top of the left thigh. So you're making a number 4. The right knee is pushing to the front of the room. And then you can either bend your left leg or keep it straight. And you lace your hands through the needle. And you grab hold just behind your leg. So fingers are interlaced. Or you can grab hold on top of the knee. So you can then start to move your shin towards the chest, but your knee is still moving towards the ceiling in that case. The lower back is onto the floor. You can lift up your head for a moment, chin towards the chest, lower it back down. The spine is nice and straight. So we're doing a reclined pigeon. So yes, the shin can move towards the chest, but see that your knee is also pushing out. Your lower back stays connected to the floor. So there's a lot happening, a lot of different things. Shoulders are relaxing down into the floor. Spine is into the floor. Your ankle is on top of your thigh. So not your foot. So the ankle is nice and straight. You're not collapsing into that ankle. Breathing. Wonderful. Let everything go. Release your left foot down to the mat. Then place your right foot down onto the mat. And then straighten out both legs. Let your hands just fall beside you. And feel the blood flowing through your legs, through your body. Let's do the other side. Right leg raises towards the sky. Bending your left knee and then placing the ankle on top of the right leg. So see if you can move that knee out towards the front of your mat. And then so you're lacing through your hands, either grabbing hold behind your leg and you keep the leg straight, that's possible, or you grab hold on top of the right knee. I personally prefer that. I feel it in more places.
but there's maybe a personal preference there. Play around with it, see what each option does for you. Then the shin is parallel to the chest. The knee is moving out. And then you can start to move the shin towards the chest. Lower back connected to the mat. So there's a downward movement and then there's a movement from the shin moving towards the chest. So two different directions you're moving. Down and towards the chest. And then you're unclenching the jaw, unfrowning the face. You're still breathing. Maybe you're smiling. Beautiful. Release your right leg towards the mat. Release your left leg towards the mat. And then slide your heels on the mat and let your hands be heavy on your sides. Taking a breath here. Inhale, both legs come up towards the sky. And then cross your right leg over your left. And then you can either bend your knees here, or if possible, you can hook your right foot behind the left ankle and then bend your knees. So see what's possible in your body today. And when you're bent, then you can drop your knees towards the left and look over to full. Inhale, coming back. Taking your knees back to the center and then unwinding your legs. Maybe give them a little shake, shake. Your left over your right, either bending the knees there or hooking your left behind your right ankle, bending the knees then. And then on your exhale, drop your knees towards the right and take your left arm out towards the left, looking over the left shoulder. And just taking a breath here. Really starting to soften from the inside out. So unclenching your jaw, release the tension in your hip. Inhale, moving your knees back to the center. Unwinding your legs, give them a little shake, shake. And when you're ready, lower down your legs. And then let everything relax, let everything be heavy. Hands are alongside your body somewhere, they're not touching the body. Feet are completely relaxed, palms are facing upwards. We're doing a little Shavasana. But as we're moving into a meditation, it won't be super long. If you're watching the recording, please feel free to pause and take a Shavasana for as long as you feel comfortable and need today. For now, relax your forehead and the space between your eyebrows. Unclench your jaw and let your tongue drop to the back of your mouth. Relax your chest, your shoulders, your belly, your hips and your legs and your feet. Just let everything be heavy. When you're ready, and if you want to come out of Shavasana, start to wiggle your fingers, toes. Eventually taking your hands above your head and having a big stretch. Wake up the body. Hugging the knees towards the chest and then rolling onto the right side of your body. Releasing the feminine side, which has nothing to do with gender, just with the energy. Then when you're ready, coming up to a comfortably seated position, getting ready to meditate. So see in what position you want to be for that. Maybe sitting on top of your legs like I am. Maybe finding a brick, sitting in easy cross-legged, half lotus, full lotus, or on a chair. Of course, if you want to do this laying down, feel free to do so. Maybe quite relaxing. I tend to fall asleep if I do that, so see what feels good for you. So we're going to close the eyes or find that point in your room that you want to focus on. Ideally, it's somewhere below on the floor, so the attention and energy is a bit more inwards. So, surrendering to whatever is means that we sort of accept that the only thing that is permanent is change. We accept that we can't control things. We can make an effort and we can take action, but ultimately we're not in control. So surrender is this dance between allowing life to happen and taking accordingly taking action. I think a nice analogy for me is surfing. Thinking about the waves. As much as you can train and practice to stand on a surfboard, first of all, you can't control if there will be any waves, what the quality of the wave will be like. And once you step onto that surfboard and you ride that wave, there's not always knowing how it will go. Sometimes you ride it all the way, sometimes you fall off. And all that you can do really is surrender to that process. But you're still taking action. So I hope you understand what I mean with that balance between allowing life to happen and taking action. So see if you can surrender right now to this moment, focusing on your breath, only on your breath, relaxing your face muscles and the muscles in your body. And maybe things are starting to arise for you, thoughts, emotions, or feelings, sensations. And really let yourself fall free as if you're doing a trustful, and it's the universe that will catch you. Something is going to catch you so you can let go, fall back, and really surrender, really relax, knowing that either way, things have often a way of working out, which we don't always see in the moment that we're experiencing something. Keep focusing on your breath. Maybe you can visualize your hands and clenching them like fists, really strongly, really tightly holding on, having a really strong grip, and seeing how uncomfortable that feels. Your knuckles getting wide, maybe your breath even gets a little bit more shallow, simply visualizing that. See how that feels, trying to hold on and control every single thing, every single outcome. And now visualize gently opening up your hands, palms facing upwards. Releasing that tight grip and allowing life to happen. Not saying it's easy, but just feel the relaxation through your entire body when you open up like this. Opening up to the possibilities. When you're ready, you can start to maybe move your fingers or touch your upper thighs, moving your fingers across your thumb. Maybe roll your neck a few times. Take a deep breath in and with a sigh, release it. 2 more times, inhale. One more time. When you are ready, taking the hands to the heart center, bowing your head. And as I like to close my classes this way, see if you can find something kind
you can say or think towards yourself. Maybe a compliment, maybe something you're proud of, maybe something you wish someone else would say to you. And then when you're ready, take your head upwards. Gently open your eyes. I want to thank you for sharing your practice here with me today. Of course, always a kind reminder that yoga is much more than just the physical asana practice. So maybe go and explore the facets of yoga that are off this rubber mat. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day or evening, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bye.